lesson title is all about the classifying of ecosystem. So, let's first describe what ecosystem means. Ecosystem means a constant interchange. It means a constant interchange among the living and non-living parts. This was described by a British ecologist in Sir George Tansley. It was coined in 1935, long ago. The ecosystem concept fits into an ordered view of nature that was developed by scientists to simply the relationship between organism and their physical environment, a field known as ecology. At the top of the hierarchy of the planet's entire living environment, known as the biosphere. So a biosphere, it is an entire living environment. Within it are vast categories of living communities known as biospheres that are usually characterized by their dominion vegetation, such as grasslands, tropical forests, or deserts. The biomes are in turn made up of ecosystem. So, the biome means it was termed in the ecosystem. So, we're going to talk about the types of biomes and their characteristics. First, the tundra. Tundra has a long, harsh winter and extremely short summer. The tundra has a long, harsh winter and short summer only. So the taiga, here is a taiga, has a little precipitation and not suitable for agricultural. It's not good, or there walay motubo nga agriculture like mga plants, mga vegetable due to its short growing season and poor mineral in the soil. The temperature deciduous forest. Temperature deciduous forest has a hot summer, cold winter, and the soil is rich in organic material. Number tundra, taiga, temperature deciduous forest. Number 4, tropical rainforest. The tropical rainforest is located in the areas that is ancient, highly weathered, mineral poor soil, and presence of high temperature and abundant in soil moisture. Number 5, grassland. The grassland has hot summer and cold winter, less precipitation, and provide ideal growing condition for crops. So the grassland has ideal, pwede siya matubuan ng corn and wheat. Number 6, okay, tundra, taiga, tundra, temperature deciduous forest. Number 4, grassland. And number 4, tropical rainforest. Number 5, grassland. And number 6, desert. Okay? The desert has a low water vapor which appear as dry areas. And few deserts are so dry with no plant life occurs. So we all know a desert, what a desert is. It has no plants. It is so dry and full of. Okay, next, types of aquatic ecosystem. Types of aquatic ecosystem and their characteristics. So there is only 2 aquatic ecosystem. Number 1, freshwater, and number 2, marine. Number 1, a freshwater has 2 types also. The freshwater has 2 types. Number 1, lentic. Number 2, azolotic. Number 1, lentic refers to ecosystem with standing water. So lentic, example of lentic is ponds and lakes. Their water is not flowing, it's just like it's staying, the water is staying only. So number 2, halotic. The lotic refers to ecosystem with flowing water. So the lotic means example is creeks and rivers. Just like flowing water, we called it lotic. What is the two types of fresh water? Number one is lentic and number two is lotic. Lentic mean a standing water. Number two, lotic mean a flowing water. So there are two types of aquatic ecosystem: freshwater, number two marine. So we're going to number two, marine. So what is marine? A marine is a complex environment subdivided into intertidal zone, benthic ocean floor, and pelagic ocean water environment. So benthic is the ocean floor, and the pelagic is the ocean water environment. Lesson wrap up. Summarize. So let's going to summarize all our topic for today. The ecosystem are classified into many types and are classified based on number of factors, which we will discuss major types of ecosystem, and we'll try to understand on what basis these classifications are done. It is also essential to know the different factors which differentiate the ecosystem from one another. So ecosystem is generally classified into two classes, such as natural and artificial. So the artificial ecosystem are natural regions affected by man's interference. There are artificial lakes, reservoir, townships, and cities. That is what we call artificial. So the natural ecosystem are basically classified into two major types. So the natural ecosystem are classified into two major types. They are aquatic ecosystem and terrestrial ecosystem. So we're going here in the types of biomes. We're going to deep within the types of biomes as we discussed lately. There are 6 types of biomes. So first, tundra. Tundra is a vast, flat, treeless Arctic. There is no tree in tundra region. It found in the region of Europe, Asia, and North. Tundra was found in Asia, Europe, and North America, in which the subsoil is permanently frozen. Number 2, taiga. Taiga is also called a boreal forest, a biome major life zone of vegetation composed primarily of cone-bearing, needle-leaved or scale-leaved evergreen trees. So number 1, tundra. Number 2, taiga. Number 3, the temperature deciduous forest. It is a biome that is always changing. So, the temperature deciduous forest is a biome that is always changed. It has 4 distinct seasons: winter, summer, spring, and fall. No, again. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. This is the 4 types of temperature deciduous forest. Number 4, tropical rainforest. The tropical rainforest, also spelled tropical, the grasslands, are areas where the vegetation is dominant by grasses. From its word grassland, there are many grass in it. So the next, number 6, a desert, is a barren area of landscape where little precipitation occur, and consequently living conditions are hostile for plants and animal life. So let's move on in freshwater ecosystem and the marine. So these two types as distinguished to each other. Number one, the freshwater ecosystem are subset of Earth's aquatic ecosystem. They include lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, springs, bogs, and wetlands. These are all the fresh water. The next, number two, the marine. Marine ecosystem are the largest Earth aquatic ecosystem and exist in waters that have high salt content. This marine has questions for today. We're going to answer your questions. So there are two questions I have heard. Number one, is it possible to have more than one type of ecosystem in a particular area? Our answer for that question is any given place have several different ecosystems that vary size and complexity. A tropical island, for example, its example is a tropical island, may have a rainforest ecosystem that covers the underwater coral reef ecosystem. So I heard also number two question. What are the examples of lentic and low-tech ecosystem? So, as I discussed lately, the lentic ecosystem is a freshwater ecosystem that is characterized by a standing water. The standing water, what we call is a lake, ponds, pa, ponds, yes. And the number two is a low-tech ecosystem is characterized by running, such as water, and such as river and streams.